Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode something of the Playlisted Podcast. We appreciate y'all for being here. We've got one return guest host and one special guest that's coming tonight. Y'all ready to have a good time? Let's go. Love to hear it. Without further ado, y'all, introducing your host of the Playlisted Podcast, Mr. Austin Burke.
What's going on, Greenlight? How you guys feeling? We good? All right. Welcome to the Playlisted Podcast. My name is Austin Burke. We got Dean Purificato right here. We got Mikey behind the video cameras right here. We got Mikey. Cody Hawkins running sound. It's very fun. We're excited to be here at the Greenlight Bar, and I don't even know what episode this is, to be honest with you.
I gave up weeks ago.
It's 24 or 25. So, 24. All right, it's episode
Sick.
24. But I'm very excited. How was your week, bro?
It was good. You had a exciting. I went go-karting, you went jet skiing, and we're both beat up.
Yeah,
we're
jet
getting
skiing.
old.
Forgot to wear sunscreen. I'm extremely red. I didn't even get tan. I
think it's getting brown. I think it's looking good.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But no, so it's exciting to have these guests because episode 1, we had this guy, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was completely lost. I had no idea where the show was going to go, and I continually find myself going back to that episode and listening to what he said, and he's full of wisdom. He's one of the best independent artists in this town. He's built it from the ground up, and also another independent artist as well who is crushing it, and we're very excited about. So everybody give it up for Trevor Martin and Spencer Crandall. Oh, man. Pumped to have you back, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I was telling them you were here for episode 1. I had no idea what was going on.
Episode 1. We back.
Yeah, we're back.
And I brought a friend.
Yeah, we got Trevor Martin here.
What's up?
How are you, brother?
Dude, I'm great.
Heck yeah, man. I have not seen you in forever.
We were very early friends.
We were very early friends. I think I met you maybe 2016, 2015.
Probably so.
Around there.
Yeah, that's
When'd you go to Belmont?
Started in 2015.
Yeah, so I met you right around then.
That's right.
That's crazy. Where are you from originally?
From Kentucky, Bowling Green.
Nice.
Just an hour down the road.
Nice. Very close. Not too far to see family then.
No. Once every other week.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to explain to you guys what's going on. I'm going to explain to Trevor what's going on, and kind of to Spencer too, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing for episode 1. So the show's called Playlisted. My life was changed forever when I got put on Hot Country Playlist. And so I wanted this podcast to kind of be a chance for artists to learn, grow, and get a chance. It's really hard right now to get your name out there. And so this is a show where you come on here, you play a song in front of us. We've all been here for a long time. We've built it from the ground up. And so you play a song for us. We give you some feedback, and it turns into a podcast. We get to know the artist a little bit more than just the song. And I want to dive deeper and get to know what makes them tick, who they are, and just, I'm excited about it. We got some also pretty good news. The A-list. We had some A-listers, episode 1. Yeah. It didn't mean anything. It was useless. But we just did a deal with Pickers Vodka, and you can get $5 shots at the bar. And that's kind of good news for you. But the really good news is if you make the A-list, you're going to hear this sound.
I'm so good at my job. It's crazy.
Now, what that means is Pickers just got bought out by a guy named Scott Borchetta. You ever heard who Scott Borchetta is? Yeah, so Scott Borchetta owns Big Machine label. We just had a show on Friday, but we have a show once a month. And if you make the A-list, you have a chance to perform in front of the A&R team from Big Machine. So I know that somebody's going to get a record deal from being on the show, and I'm very excited about that.
That's crazy.
Also, we just got some really cool news. If you make the A-list, everybody that makes the A-list is going to be played on country radio. We got a station. It's Q Country 92.5. It's in Arizona. And Chris Bennett from the Morning Brew is going to have your song that gets A-listed played on the radio. So I'm super excited about that. That's brand new as of today. So it's growing. The show's growing. Everything's growing, but we're excited. So with all that said, let's get it started. Let's get somebody up here.
Woo-hoo.
You want to get someone's name from the hat?
First timer.
First time right here. Oh, I've never done that before, actually.
Yeah, the timing's hard.
Is that fun?
Who is
We
it?
got David Payne.
David Payne. Come on up. David, come on up. Well, how we doing?
What up? How you doing, man?
Nice to meet you, brother. How are you?
What's with the Whalers hat? You from Connecticut? I'm from Connecticut, Wallingford. Milford, okay, yeah. Absolutely. I used to go to the mall there. Yeah. There's only one reason to wear a Whalers hat. They're not even a team anymore. They're in our
Do you have a
hearts.
guitar? Do you have a guitar or anything? Okay. So you guys get set up. I'm gonna talk to these guys as you get set up. So tell us a little bit about you, man. Like you went to Belmont, and then I hadn't seen you in forever, and I just looked, and you got like a shit ton of followers. You're crushing it. What's your story, and tell us a little bit more about you.
Yeah, so I started putting music out in 2020, as a lot of us kind of started really consistently putting out music. And kind of the first song that really connected with people was a song called Keeper. And it's a love song, and a lot of people used it to make videos and make TikToks and all that kind of stuff. And, like 30, 40,000 UGCs, as we call them, user-generated content or creations. Later, it was a song that went pretty viral, and it led a lot of eyes to my page and Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff. So it's cool.
That's awesome, man. That is so cool. Yeah, it's kind of crazy what that year did for so many people. It's really awesome, and I just have a compliment. I told them a little bit, but again, I had no idea what I was doing episode 1, and I still go back to that episode. The way that you gave criticism, the way that you gave feedback, the way that you spoke to these artists and gave them a chance to really hear what you thought. It kind of led the direction of this show, and I just want to thank you for that.
Dude, of course, yeah. I mean,
you're so good.
You the man. I'm on. That is the sound that should follow me into every room of all time.
I'm available for hire.
Instead, it's usually wah, wah.
I told you I'm good at my job.
in the
I
right
told
key.
you.
In the right key, by the way.
Yeah,
that means nothing to
That was
anybody.
weird.
Dean had to step it up from the first mess up.
That's funny, man. No, thank you. You pitched me the show idea, and I got really lit up because you kind of said it's like Kill Tony meets a writer's round meets like a A&R meeting or whatever, and I was like, that is cool. And I feel like you're just in the infancy still of you've only been doing this for 6 months, but I see this as like a golden idea that as it continues to grow, like I really think this could be the kind of thing where people are like, oh, dude, did you watch listen to Playlisted this week? Like I get all my music from that. And I believe in you. I've always been just team you. So anything you do, want to help, always here for you. Team both you guys, everybody on this stage. Aw.
Yeah.
Group hug.
Hell yeah.
No,
Thank
dude,
you, bro.
believe it. For real.
I appreciate that, man. It means the world. Trevor, are you independent? You have a label?
Independent.
Independent. Okay, cool.
Independent.
Now we can get real. That's
right.
I had to ask that question. You're independent, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, you never know. You could sign
never
a
know.
sneaky record
You
deal
never
behind
know.
the scenes. We're all independent, and I pride myself on being an independent artist. I know you do as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of, we all moved to town to get a record deal, and obviously, like, I still at the end of the day would love to have a record deal, but I want to have the right record deal, and I think that's kind of something that we've been talking about lately for a lot of these artists. And so I guess a question for you guys is, can you give any advice to somebody that is an independent artist? And obviously I know that's a very broad question, but what's like your biggest piece of advice for an independent artist?
I would say the word independent is, it used to have negative connotations, and now it's got some really, really positive connotations. I mean, I'm not like a A-list artist right now.
Nice.
Not yet. But, I've been able to buy a house through streaming. I've been able to buy a car through streaming. I've been able to have a really healthy lifestyle through streaming, and that's because I own my masters and I'm independent. So I guess the advice I would have is don't view it as a negative, view it as a positive, and just work your tail off because you control your own destiny at that point, which is really cool. So yeah, that'd be my advice.
So true.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just nailed it. I think I watched so many people, especially when I first moved here, they'd sign the big record deal. We'd all go out to dinner and celebrate them. And then I watched them put out 4 songs over 6 years. And one would change their life, and then the other 3 wouldn't. The other 3, all of a sudden, they got this big black X on their reputation, and it didn't make any sense to me because they're the same person, they're the same artist. With being an independent artist, you could take 100 at-bats, and it's only going to help you. It can only kind of help you in today's day and age. And I like the independent route. It's definitely not for everybody. Not everybody likes to A&R their own projects. Like I'm in finance meetings. I'm in all the hoopla of the commerce side as well. But I really like that stuff. And if you like that piece of the industry and the business, then I actually really recommend it. And I think the autonomy and then the speed. If a song doesn't work for me, guess what? You got a song coming at you in 6 weeks. And I think we're all way too romantic about what we think a hit is. We live in a world where there are millions of people who will tell you what a hit is. And I think that's interesting. Even the labels, they're going to sit there and pontificate. Okay, we think this is a perfect song.
Pontificate.
They don't know.
Great word, dude.
They don't know.
God.
I don't even know
That's
what
your
that
vocab
means.
word of the night, pontificate.
Sorry.
We all think we know, but we don't. But people, the market knows. So let the market tell you. I think that's interesting. I think that's fun. It feels sometimes like playing the lottery, but it is fun.
It is fun to play the lottery. That's why I don't gamble anymore. That's another thing.
why I buy Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I stopped gambling when we started this podcast. But anyways, another story. All right, who do we have here? I know you dread it.
David Payne,
David
everybody.
Payne, all right.
Yeah.
All right, David, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we got David Payne. Everybody give it up for David Payne singing his song Made Up.
Sunday morning, cup of coffee, Atlanta Braves 2X t-shirt. No, it'll take you a couple hours to doll up and get ready for church. My picture perfect masterpiece. I couldn't dream it any better, having you right here next to me. I'm alive, on fire, on top of the world. When I look in your eyes, can't believe you're mine. Oh, good Lord, yeah, I'm the luckiest guy, but I ain't. Yeah, that's a story from another time. Because you're gone, moved on, made up your mind, and it's all made up in mine. Cold nights, closed blinds, clothes ain't been folded in 3 weeks. Empty bottles line the counter next to a pile of dishes in that sink. Who knew that hell was here on 12th in a second floor apartment? But when I close my eyes and I take a breath, I'm alive, on fire, on top of the world. When I look in your eyes, can't believe you're mine. Oh, good Lord, yeah, I'm the luckiest guy, but I ain't. Yeah, that's a story from another time. Because you're gone, moved on, made up your mind, and it's all made up in mine. It's all made up in mine. And I know deep in my soul that it ain't real, but I keep going back, 'cause it makes me feel alive, on fire, on top of the world. When I look in your eyes, can't believe you're mine. Oh, good Lord, yeah, I'm the luckiest guy, but I ain't. Yeah, that's a story from another time. Because you're gone, moved on, made up your mind, and it's all made up in mine. It's all made up in mine.
David Payne, everybody. Where you from, man?
I'm from Connecticut. That's why I'm repping
Yes,
the Whalers
sir.
hat. We got some Connecticut connection here.
203
Hell yeah.
gang.
Hell yeah.
Gang.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
right. 203. None of that 860. What is that?
Not about that.
I don't know what you guys are talking
That's
about.
We only have
Area
2
code
area
slang.
codes. There's only 2 area codes in the whole state.
303,
Really?
baby.
Oh, there you go. Don't
The
trust.
band or what?
That's where I'm from. Denver.
I
Oh,
know.
you know. You're literally, your wife is. Yeah. Cool.
Cool, man. What's the song about?
This song is just this. I've had this idea forever of, you hear some of these songs like, really like Dreamed You Did by Jordan Davis. And I was like, what if it's a daydream that you did? Like, it's not just haunting you when you're asleep, but it's haunting you all day and you're kind of letting your life get into decay with the vision of like, I'm still with her. I can't let her go. And just imagining what that would look like.
Yeah. Is there someone it's about?
There's not someone that it's about, but, get a couple guys in a room, there's bound to be some heartbreak experience. So,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Brian gets it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What up, dude?
Yeah.
Shit.
Brian
you?
in the house, y'all.
Good to see you, bro.
A-lister
I didn't even
himself.
realize it was you,
That's
dude.
funny.
What the hell? That's awesome. We got Stormy Warren's favorite song in the last year and a half, probably over here. Big old song that he sang up here. Cool, man. What'd y'all think? What'd you think?
I thought it was great. David goes to my gym, and
Yep.
we see each other sometimes. So,
So be nice.
yeah, no. Look, I have only nice things to say. I think you got a great voice.
Thank you.
I think melodically, you have like a hit melody sense. Like that all feels really hitty to me. By the way, we should start this whole podcast with saying we are 3 guys. We know what we know, but we're also just 3 guys. Take everything with a grain of salt. I've had people try to talk me out of my best songs. I've had people try to talk me out of putting out my worst songs, and I should have listened to that. Like, this whole town is just people putting out their opinions. So we're just 3 guys. But, one, I think you have a really cool voice and a really cool tone that I think really stands out, like if you're listening to a playlist or something. My, one, just as I was listening, something that I'm focusing on and working on in my songwriting is I think that song is more clever than it is heart. Like, I think I get what you're saying, and it's kind of one of those hooks, like, get it. But for me, the songs that really, impact me are more the heart over clever. And so I think, I wouldn't even rewrite the song. I think it's a good song. I just would be really curious to hear, one of your personal experiences, because I feel like you would almost sing it differently and it would emote differently. And that would be my one, just curiosity is a heart over a clever song. Again, there's nothing wrong with that song, but what would it sound like? One of your experiences, one of those things that breaks your heart, lights your heart up or something like that.
For sure.
I just have a sense that, it would play. It's that weird, when you play something that you believe, others believe it kind of a thing. Again, I like the song. My note was just, and I keep noting this for myself all the time. I have this hook. I'm like, get it? And most of the time, if I have to say get it, it's less about the cleverness and it's more about the heart that just kind of keeps me coming back to songs. But yeah, that would be my one note. Love it, and I think you got a great voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Great voice. It was definitely a cool vibe. I liked a lot of the images, especially in verse 1. Kind of right out of the gate, I was like, oh, that's cool. Atlanta Braves, give me that line.
It was Atlanta Braves 2X t-shirt.
Okay. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I can picture a girl in one of my shirts, after a night or whatever. So I think that's really cool. I agree with what Spencer was saying because I was trying to catch a little bit in the chorus of okay, there's 2 made ups. You said made up one time and again. I'm trying to connect those. And there's 2 guys right here, especially his biggest song is "You're My Person, My Heartbeat," these very direct things, and there's kind of no Like he's saying, get it moments, no twists. My biggest song is I'll Be Loving You, every part of you, even when the good goes bad. It's very direct, and it's something that, like...
Mine's I'm a whole lot in love with you.
I'm a whole lot... That's right, that's right.
We all love songs. Wow,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah. So all three of our biggest songs are just very direct, like, can someone send this to someone, like, on social media and stuff? And so I do think it's a really cool song. I love your voice. I love the melodies as well. But yeah, I would say, just keep honing in on your craft. And how old are you?
26.
26.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just keep honing in on the craft and, just being really super direct on a couple songs. And you can have some songs that are, hey, get it? These are cool, clever hooks, but just throw in a few that are really straight down the middle. That's kind of what I would say.
Absolutely. Yeah, I loved the melody. Like, that was, I think the melody on the verses and the chorus was just super unique but it was like, it was hitty, you could hear it on the radio. And I guess my only advice to you is, I know obviously you're the first one up here. You don't know what the hell you're doing. Breathe.
Yeah.
Just breathe. Work on your breath control.
For sure.
Breathe. I think that it is so difficult to get up here and perform a song and then be like, what are they going to say? I get that. But slow down, breathe, and that is like the one thing I have to say to you. But I enjoyed the song, and I think you got some really greatness in you, and I'm excited to see some more about you. So, quick question: you're a diehard Baltimore Orioles fan?
I am.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How's that going?
My life is a living hell every time I turn on a baseball game.
Here's
Not
the good
to
news.
one-up you,
Hold
but
on.
I'm a Rockies fan.
I was gonna say
It could be worse.
We're the worst. We're the worst baseball team of all time.
I think
I'm
ever.
a bandwagon, so I'm a Dodgers fan this year.
This guy, he just spins the wheel. I think I want to be a Lakers fan. I think I want to be.
Honestly, I get it.
Yes.
It's a better way to live.
See, I'm a Orioles and a Dolphins fan, so sports have never been kind to me. But at the end of the day, at least I'm not a Rockies or Jets fan.
Yeah, bro. Amen, brother.
Hell yeah.
I would love to leave you with a compliment
Yes.
because you reached out to me on socials a long time ago when you
Probably
first started.
4 or 5 years ago now, yeah.
And you asked for advice. And you asked to, like, hey, dude, tell me about songs and all that stuff. Those are the people who win. The people who get up on stage. There's so many songwriters sitting on their butt in their house right now who aren't putting themselves out there, who aren't DMing people. So that heart, that trumps anything we said here tonight. That's what's going to propel you. So that's just a huge compliment. Hustling and grinding. So keep doing that, man. It's
Stormy
awesome.
Warren was on your episode, and he said something that really stuck. He said Dierks Bentley is like he actually was talking about you and like learning and just never was the best, got better, teachable, coachable. Those are the people we want to get behind.
Yeah, it's like my third time seeing you now in whatever, like a year. Saw you at the gym, saw you here, like. That's how it happens. You just keep showing up and you keep getting better. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to see you on my algorithm. I'm going to see you on the highway. Then I'm going to see you. Like, that's how it happens. So keep rolling, dude. I believe in you.
Thank you, man.
Hell yeah. Everybody give it up for David Payne. Good job.
Yeah.
man.
Good job. You're great to meet you. Absolutely. Let me know where you got that Whalers hat. I need a Whalers hat.
Get the next thing up. Brenden Monroe.
Yeah.
What's going on with AI, man?
AI, for real, though, is really, really cool. Like, ChatGPT is kind of my best friend these days. And it's also terrifying because I feel like, we all saw Terminator. We know what happens.
Yep. I think it's cool. I think AI is dope. I have a choir on one of my upcoming songs, and my producer was like, we're trying to fill the choir out more. So he AI'd my voice, and Spencer sang on it, and a couple other people, but it's Michael Jackson's voice, Justin Timberlake's voice,
No way.
and Bieber's voice, like in a choir. So it's like, it's kind of cool.
That's insane. That was kind of my next question with that is like, how are you using it in your day to day? Are you using it in music? What's kind of some tricks or stuff you're up to with it?
Yeah, I would say, like, it's so smart. So I kind of always go with the iron sharpens iron. Like, I'll put, all my social media stuff. Hey, this is the hook I have for this. Give me 10 options. And it'll spit back, hey, that's great. Why don't you try this? And usually, out of one of the 10, there's just a better one. So that's nice. Every once in a while, like, I'll say, hey, Spencer Crandall's going on tour. Like, this is real. Give me a bunch of artists that I might not have heard of with X amount of monthly listeners and doing well on socials, and it can tell you that stuff. So I use it a little bit of just little things here and there, but I haven't like made AI music yet or anything. I haven't AI'd my voice or anything like that.
What do you mean by, like, explain for people listening the hook? I feel like nobody really knows what that means.
Yeah, so like I post dang near every single night on the internet, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the things. And at the beginning of the video, like on screen, there's usually some sort of hook. And the caption, I try to have some sort of hook. And even like at the end of the video. So I'll say, hey, this is what the video is about. Give me something hooky at the beginning. And I'll ask it to like research. Go look at Alex Warren. Go look at Cooper Allen. Go look at Ashley Cook. And bounce the, like, if you get really good at prompting AI, it will give you some gold. So that's what I've just been messing with stuff like that because I have to come up with 365 hooks a year, and my brain is not as smart as Chat. So shout out Chat.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Anything else besides Michael Jackson in your choir that you're messing with?
That's pretty cool.
I did ask it to predict the next. Actually, I did it for both of us. I said predict the next 10 Trevor Martin titles, song titles, and it gave me a couple good ones. It gave me a couple terrible ones. I said, give me the next 10 Spencer Crandall songs. I don't know. It's interesting, but you know you can take them and twist them and manipulate them, and it's cool.
Yeah, no, it is. It's crazy. All right, well, give it up for Brenden Monroe singing his song "Better Off Gone."
Yeah.
First time we met, go harder for you than that song said. Drink whiskey all night and I pulled you in. Kissed you right there in front of all your friends. Then I called you up, went on a few dates and then give you love. Now wanted another crazy, then I met your mom. Got me thinking maybe I found the one.
But I was wrong, I'm better off gone. Getting loaded on a tailgate when Bob's on a creek bank, not here. Better off gone. On 8 shots of Cuervo, kicking back and let the night roll, but I'm here. Gone in the same damn rut, turn home, I'll give up. Love don't live around here, you know I'm better off gone.
No use in talking now, all of the shit we've been fighting about. I know things ain't changing, so I'm getting out. Don't hate you, baby, I figured out.
Finally figured out I'm better off gone. Getting loaded on a tailgate when Bobby's on a creek bank, not here. Better off gone. On 8 shots of Cuervo, kicking back and let the night roll, but I'm here. Gone in the same damn rut, turn home, I'll give up. Love don't live around here, you know I'm better off gone. Smile when I hear a song on the highway. Still wanna call and talk about our bad day. My bad day.
But I'm better off gone. Getting loaded on the tailgate when Bobby's on a creek bank, not here. Better off gone. On 8 shots of Cuervo, kicking back and let the night roll, but I'm here.
Caught in the same damn rut, son, I won't give up. Love don't live around here, you know I'm better off gone. You know I'm better off gone.
Brenden Monroe, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, y'all.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Where are you from?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I got this awesome tan in, not a tan, I'm red. Traverse City. I was in Traverse City yesterday.
That's the pure Michigan red right there. Pure Michigan.
Yeah.
It's like the best place in the world. Traverse City is fantastic.
Man, it's so unreal. Yeah, it is. It really is. That's God's country, honestly. It's, so tell us a little bit about you, man. What's that song about?
So first things first, I love my fiance Meredith. It's not about her, but I did I did write it on Christmas morning. Like you guys know, it's one of those things like you wake up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you just have this idea and you need to get it out. So I wrote it on Christmas morning, just staring at a fire. Like there's really just no story behind it, and it's just like you just have that melody and you just like, you know, like you hear words in a melody that you're humming or you're trying to figure out on a guitar, and it just like stuck, and I just worked it, and kind of just came out.
So you weren't waiting for Santa, you were waking up early to write a song.
Trying to get that mailbox money, but you know.
I'm just curious, like, what's your history with singing? You have such a unique voice. How did you get into singing and music, and what's your background?
So my dad was a radio DJ back in Michigan, so I grew up on like 60s and 70s rock. So like that's kind of what I started with, and then kind of my first gig I ever did was with a band called Pop Evil. They were like a hard rock band, and I got viciously booed off stage at St. Andrews Hall in Detroit.
No kidding.
Oh, dude, yeah, if you want to hunt lions, you got to go where the lions are. So it was in front of all these metalheads playing my pop country at the time when I was like 18 years old.
Wow.
But no, yeah, I started doing like this Black Crowes kind of rock thing, and then I just fell in love with country music. I think it was Billy Carrington's God is Great, Beer is Good, People is Crazy. That's what kind of switched me over to this side of the world. So, yeah.
That's awesome, man. What do you guys think?
Man, I'm a little biased because me and Brenden are friends.
We know each other.
Yeah, we know each other. We played a couple gigs together, but man, it's a great song. It's you can sing it back after first listen, which is not always the case, and I think that's always a great sign. I love the rappy part kind of in the chorus. You know, it's kind of rapid fire, and I really like that. I think it's really fresh, really current. I just thought the melody overall was good, but you know, I hear a lot of just cool tones in your voice. Ray LaMontagne meets like Nate Smith meets Brenden. So, you know, it's you've got a cool voice. It's very unique, and so I dig it. I think that's a very good song, and I think that's probably the best song that I've heard of yours. So, really cool stuff.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, heck yeah. Give it up for that. Absolutely. Clap it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you have what I call a, can we curse on here?
Dude, I steal this from you every week.
We know exactly what you're going to say.
Of course you can fucking cuss on here.
Dude.
Well, I think you have like a shut the fuck up voice, which means if you're in a conversation, you'd go, hold on, shut the fuck up, and you'd want to listen to you sing because you have such an interesting tone, which is really cool. And I hear like kind of like a Brantley Gilbert, like he was saying Nate Smith. So I think the raspy, like gravelly thing is super cool. And then partnering that with like a little bit of, there's definitely some hip hop phrasing and stuff, which I love. I'm a sucker. Like I wish FGL never broke up. Sue me, you know, Sam Hunt, all those guys who just can kind of rap/sing. So I heard that in the chorus, which I really liked. Certainly on a song like that and live, you know, it was a little tough to hear some of the lyric, but I'm sure like on a record you would be able to hear it. So probably just like enunciating a little bit more. But overall, it just was like good. Top to bottom, like Trevor said, I will have that stuck in my head later tonight, which is harder than I think we all think it is. So I liked it, and I think that's a cool hook. And top to bottom, I was like, yeah, I dig it. What'd you play in college? What sport?
I was a baseball player.
Cool.
Yep.
Nice. What position?
I was a catcher until I broke my back.
Oh, no.
I reverse scorpioned.
No.
Yeah, swear to God. I can't even say it was during a game. It was in warm-up, so it sucks even harder. But I was going back like this for a pop fly, and my like cleats got caught, and like I tripped, and then one shoe or cleat went over a fence that was the backstop, and then I just kind of went and did that, and then I played first base.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Catcher's made me almost pass out. But I'm glad you found music, man. Sound great.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, man, I love the rappiness and stuff like that. It was kind of hard to hear some of the enunciation, so I would work a little bit on the enunciation. Again, I think slow down maybe. How are you playing? Can you play just like, how are you playing it on guitar for that verse? Okay. Yeah, I would like slow it down a little bit, like maybe just like I'm not a technical guitar player, but I would just say it less.
Hang back.
Less playing. That way your vocal can kind of go over the top of it a little bit more. I think that might help just from a playing performance, right? But yeah, I mean, super unique voice, dude. Like I actually I want to hear some of your stuff produced because I've never really heard a voice like yours. It's I don't really have words.
It's also like your low register is really strong, and then when you get into that like big raspy, it doesn't get like that much louder, which I think is cool. Like you're not you're not gonna have like a sound guy back there like, where is this guy's voice? Like it's like, I don't know, you obviously have a really good control of your voice. That's pretty cool. So because I was like hearing it, I'm like, I feel like I was expecting this to be louder, but in a good way. So
yeah. That's, you guys have anything else? That's pretty much it.
Love it, dude.
Yeah. Well, anything we need to know about you before you go? Anything crazy any stories that?
My whole life's crazy, dog.
nice.
What's the craziest story you could tell us legally?
Okay, I really almost got kicked off of my college baseball team because I stole a sign that said "Welcome Home Alum." It was I clearly stole it. They had me on camera, and I tried to deny it. I'm like, I was about 15, 16 bush lights deep. All good college kids. Responsibly, and I'm like, I traded it for a scooter from the lacrosse house, and they had me on camera literally walking up with scissors and cutting it down, and then they had campus security take me out of class, and and I instantly folded too. I wish I could put up a fight, but I was like, I know exactly why you guys are here. I'll go get it right now.
What a weird trade, dude. I'm surprised you got anything for that.
No.
That's pretty wild. Speaking of trades, we got a insane football card in the house tonight. I'm not gonna say who has it, but I saw a 1-of-1 Bo Nix.
Big Broncos fan, so I'm getting peer pressure to buy this card.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it later. Well, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Great job,
yeah,
guys.
absolutely.
Great
Good
job.
to see you, man. Good to see you.
I didn't want to interrupt in the middle of your critique, but Florida Georgia Line sneakily dropped a demo EP on Spotify. Seriously? June 13th. It's I wanted to make sure. Deep Cuts and Lost Tracks Volume 1.
Dude.
Released June 13th. So maybe a little comeback tour.
I would love that.
Rascal Flatts got back together after 2 years. So
I feel like the tough part is theirs is not to air dirty laundry. This is all allegedly, so they can't sue me. But it's so personal, which you hate to hear. I wish it was whatever. We just wanted to take a break. But I love that stuff, man. I remember being in high school, driving around here and Round Here.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this is crack cocaine. Put it in my ear holes.
Not to dominate, anything, but I have a question. I was just at the lake. Is there a better lake artist than Florida Georgia Line?
I doubt it.
Maybe Zach Brown.
Prime Jake Owen.
I mean, you're up
was
there.
really good.
No. Dude.
Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, that's it.
Prime Jake Owen, Zach Brown, FGO. Trying to think of
So
people
if
with
you-
just lake bangers.
So Austin, if you had to choose one to listen to the whole lake trip, who would you listen to? One artist.
Jake Owen.
Jake Owen.
Yeah, I'm a big Jake Owen fan.
Dean?
It might be FGO. Anything Goes is one of my favorite. That song bangs.
Yeah.
Spencer?
Still
I'd still take Kenny Chesney. I'm a sucker.
yeah.
I'd take Zach Brown.
Oh, so
Fair.
Well, we got a good playlist together. So, all right, let's roll the next artist.
Balls off, buddy.
Yeah,
Marshall Harner.
Marshall
Harner.
Come
Marshall
on up
Harner.
here.
It sounds like you're saying Horner with a really thick
Well,
accent.
I thought it was HOR.
Yeah. Words are hard.
But it's HA.
Dude, speaking of AI, I looked up some stuff on you guys, right? Because you can find some deep cuts. You say, give me some stuff I don't
Just
know about
cancel
Trevor
me.
Martin.
Just
give
cancel
me
me.
some stuff about Trevor Martin, and you say, give me more, and it's so funny. It says, wow, you really want to know about Trevor Martin?
That's funny.
But I didn't know this about you. You're an actor.
Was an actor.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Tell us about that. What's that all about?
Well, kind of my start in just wanting to be in the entertainment industry was through acting. I kind of started when I was maybe 10 and spent a lot of time in Los Angeles and did a lot of auditions, did a lot of acting classes. That's a really big thing out in Los Angeles. But I was in a couple cool projects. I've been in a TV show called Red Road with Jason Momoa. I was selling drugs in that, which if you know me, I'm just not
So
that
you.
type of guy.
Be a good actor.
I was in a movie called 90 Minutes in Heaven with Hayden Christensen, a.k.a. Anakin Skywalker.
Darth Vader.
And probably the coolest thing that I did, though, I was in a TV show with Walton Goggins, Bill Murray, and I punched Danny McBride in the face.
What?
In
That's sick.
a TV show called Vice Principals on HBO. So, the more you know. That's the little bit of acting stuff that
I feel like that's
have
happened
done.
since we've known you. Like I've known about that.
I didn't
That's
know.
so crazy. I
Well,
didn't
well,
know.
that was all actually like at the tail end of high school.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I
So
just
you're
kind
in
of kept
Bowling
it.
Green. How do you get from Bowling Green to LA?
Well, I came and did some acting classes in Franklin, Tennessee when I was growing up, and one of the ladies there was a new manager who had just transitioned from being the head of casting at Disney, which I'm very close with her as well, but she became a manager. Her name's Tina Treadwell, and she cast, like I said, she was head of casting at Disney Channel during our childhood. So she cast Shia LaBeouf and Even Stevens, and she cast Hilary Duff as Lizzie McGuire, which is,
AKA
that's
my
kind of our childhood.
crush.
Oh, yeah. She was the first girl I ever had a crush on.
Oh, yeah, dude. For sure.
But yeah, so we connected. She's like, he's got a lot of talent. I was I'm still a big guy, but I was really, porky. So she's like, he'd be the great best friend across the hall. You know? Anyway, yeah. So that's kind of how that happened.
That's awesome, dude.
That's insane.
Hell yeah. Well,
I'm just a mattress actress.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
What? Nothing.
Dude, you can't just throw that in there before I'm about to
Didn't
hit.
say anything.
Is that like,
ahead.
is that supposed to be dirty?
What?
Oh, shit.
I didn't say anything. Go ahead.
All right. Well, with that said, give it up for Marshall Harner singing his song Burn.
Go, Marshall!
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Two steps out the front door in the cold air. Burnt to my core and it's lonely. But now I got no shoulder to cry. Sooner rather than late, I'm a picture next to that slate. I'm remembered jumping off of that windowsill. Just get up and run. Just give up that gun. Go ahead and make the call. Hope he answers withdrawn. Those pills in the hole, they gnash and they call. The poison they hate is burning inside. And so now I'm watching you burn. That porcelain skin looks like it hurts. When you're melting, I hope the rain will come. But the ashes are bitter on my tongue. Just get up and run. And I know you're somewhere alone in the dark with that bottle close to your heart, and your breathing starts to slow as you further apart. Just get up and run. Just give it that gun. Go ahead and make the call. Hope he answers with the drums. Those pills in the hole, they gnash and they claw. The poison they hate is burning inside. but the ashes are bitter on my tongue. Just get up and just get up and run. Just get up and run. Just get up and run.
Thanks, guys.
Marshall Harner, everybody. Hell yeah, man. Tell us a little bit about that song. What's kind of the inspiration behind it?
So when I was 16, I had a buddy of mine overdose. So I had to come up with some kind of like message of like, get up, run, go anywhere else, go like figure your shit out. Sorry, I'm also very nervous. I'm not crying. I'm just nervous.
You're good, man. You're good. You're good.
I'm nervous too.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be nervous. You're a Chippendale dancer.
That is true. That is also true.
If you take your shirt off, would that make you less nervous?
That's worse, if anything.
Okay.
Had to
No,
ask.
dude, don't be nervous. So, all right. Tell me a little bit more. How old were you when this happened?
I was 16.
And he was 16?
Yeah.
God, man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
that's
that's
horrible.
tough.
Were you guys best friends or?
Pretty good friend. He's still alive and kicking.
Really?
I'll put that out there. Yeah, we've both finally got our shit together. But
Nice.
it was kind of like that love letter of like,
Yeah.
we're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Were you? What were you into?
Oh, it was a mix. He was a really bad OxyContin addict, so opioid epidemic, of course, came out when I was a kid. So, yeah, it was rough for a really long time.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, when did you start using and like how did you get hooked on?
I was really young.
Because 16 is insane. Like,
Yeah, I was really young. I'm 23 now, and I've been pretty. Other than a beer and a bourbon every once in a while, I've been pretty well sober since 2020.
Good for you, man. That's when I became not sober. That's when the whole world became not sober. So good for you for choosing that year to start. Sorry, I don't mean to make jokes of it.
You're fine.
It's pretty ironic.
Oh yeah, no. Like the first 2 weeks of COVID, I did nothing but play Skyrim and like smoke Marlboro Red because I was like just trying to like not destroy my life again. So I was like, all right, what do I do now?
Yeah.
So yeah, it
Where
was
are you
a hell of a time. Western Maryland.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Well, what do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think.
Yeah, dude, that was cool. I can hear your like metal band influence.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
So you want to be in country music?
I grew up a folk guy.
Okay.
So my dad's favorites that he showed me when I was a kid was like John Prine, Bonnie Raitt.
Sure.
I got a ton of Neil Young treatment.
Cool.
And then when I was like forming who I liked, it was like Ben Howard. Cool. And do you guys remember that guy who was on Idol, like Alejandro Aranda?
Yeah.
That was gonna be my
that
call.
stuff I love.
I definitely hear that in your
Yeah.
guitar playing.
Yeah, well, first of all, you're an incredible guitar player.
Yeah.
So
Thanks, man.
props
Thank
to
you.
that, dude. That's crazy. If you just played that song on the guitar, I would have been like, sick. It was really cool. I wrote down a few things. Your verse reminded me like of a young Ed Sheeran, like phrasing wise and stuff.
Totally heard that.
Love the acoustic-y, just kind of that like singer-songwriter melodic sense.
Yeah, thank you.
And I always say the best country songs are emo songs. Like a lot of them, not all of them, because like some of them are happy. But like I think of like something like "How Not To" by Dan and Shay.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
sing
dude.
like, I just don't know how not
It's that
to.
alternative
right?
thing. Yeah.
Big time.
So I think the emotion is the same and the storytelling is the same. So I heard a lot of that influence. I love that. I think we all grew up as like LimeWire kids listening to everything. So I hear that in your voice. I think, as a singing thing, I think you were a little nervous and I could hear it. Just really trying to relax and open because I think there was some straining, which comes when I'm nervous. If I'm nervous and I listen to myself back, I'm like, the funny part is to do less is to do more. So I hear that in your voice, but I can tell you're a great singer. I think the song, your structure was definitely like a little not as like normal. Like there was a long turn and things like that. So that's the kind of stuff that usually publishers and people will say, hey, but you seem to really love that as you tell me your influences, like the guy from Idol's classic. Everything I listen to has these like 16-bar turns and stuff. So it might not be for me as far as like the instrumental stuff, but that also doesn't mean it's wrong. Yeah. So that was just a note that I wrote down. I said I loved your guitar. I thought you had great images in that verse. My thing would be that song feels like a song that I'm later tonight, I don't know what discernible melody I'm going to be able to like latch onto. And that would be my thing as you move forward and keep writing. Like make sure there's a part of the song that whether you want to or not, I'm going to be freaking humming or singing or whatever. It can be emo as hell. It can be country as hell. It can be folk as hell. Genre doesn't matter. But I would just say finding one of those things, or can you add some sort of discernible ooh, ah, repeat thing in those turns if they're going to be that long. I think you just have something really cool. Like you're the kind of guy that I just want to like hear everything you've written because I'm like, there's something in there. Just keep like chipping away at that marble because you have something special. Felt special.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Man, I thought it was great. The first thing that came to my brain was Alejandro. So the fact that you said that is great. I think, especially early on, as you know, as we're starting out and stuff, you know, it's you want to come across like what you're trying to sound like. So for me, it's Dan and Shay and Gavin DeGraw. And people, I always feel really good when someone says, "Man, that reminded me of Dan and Shay or Gavin DeGraw," because I'm like, okay, great, you like those things, which means you probably like what I'm doing. And, you know, as we grow and as songs get bigger and bigger, like, obviously we can branch off and be our own thing. But starting off, it's really good to have those influences that really do shine through. But I thought it was really cool. I agree with Spencer in the fact that, like, I don't know if there's a melody that I'm going to be able to, like, think about and sing back tonight, but I will remember the performance, and I will remember the song. Like, just the guitar part of it, and so I think that's really cool. I think one of my main notes, just like I'm a vocal major from Belmont, so like I'm like vocalist kind of through and through. I would say enunciate a little bit more. That's kind of something I couldn't really like hear the story very crisply as I wanted to, but overall, like it kind of reminded me of Alejandro or Dave Matthews, where just the overall vibe to me was like, that's just freaking cool, and I would want to turn something on like that and listen to it.
For sure. Did you write it by yourself?
Yeah, that was just solo.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you.
And I think too, a lot of times us songwriters, we get in these rooms and we write songs with 3 different people or 2 different people, and you know everybody's kind of chipping away at this song, and so it's a little bit of you, and it's a little bit of Spencer, and it's a little bit of Trevor, right? But I think the coolest part about that song, man, is like I don't care what it was, I don't care what just happened. You had a visceral reaction after you played it, and it means something to you. And that doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to anybody in this room. You played a song that matters to you, and I fuck with that, man. I really do, because at the end of the day, we write music and we do it for ourselves, and it's just it's an honor and a privilege and the coolest thing ever when one person likes it. But at the end of the day, we're all kids playing in our room by ourselves, trying to learn how to play guitar, trying to write a song for the girl we like, trying to figure out how to, you know, I started because I was getting bullied in high school, right? Like, how do I deal with these emotions? And you just played a very emotional song, and I give you props for that. So
yeah, thanks.
One question. So the title's called Burn, right?
Yeah.
For me, I almost thought the title was Get Up and Run. Like, because that's what will be probably stuck in my head. Do you say burn in the song?
Yeah, it's the very first line of the chorus.
Okay, gotcha.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anything else that we should know about you? You got any music coming out, or is
yeah, I mean, I was gonna play the one I put out last month, but I don't know what feeling I got, but I was like, no, let's do this.
Good. I'm glad you did, brother.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm glad you did, and I want to hear more from you. Take this as like a very good moment to learn because I want you to go and I want you to write with other people because I think that you bring something good to the room, and I think other people are gonna be able to kind of structure it the way that you want and do things that you might not be thinking at the moment. That I could tell that was a song that you wanted to get out of you, and it was written down, and I love that. So
yeah, dude, something special.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Man.
I appreciate that.
I want to, and by the way, I want to have you back, and I want you to do a different song. So let's make that happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice
Thank
to meet
man.
you, brother. Absolutely.
Good to meet y'all. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's what it's all about, man.
The one thing again, I just want to emphasize: we're three dudes. Like, what do we know? I think we've all been in town roughly 10 years, and it's really cool to see people put themselves out there. Like, this isn't easy. First of all, when I was 26 or whatever, I was not sounding like you guys or writing songs like you. So you're already miles ahead of me, and thank you for sharing, because that is really cool. This is not easy to do. Put yourself on camera, showing a brand new song, getting feedback. Like, I hope you all know that that's a really cool thing to do. And again, you being here and willing to do this, to me, is half the battle. Half of this town is, I remember one of the first things I did when I moved here, I got to play the open mic at the Bluebird. And the lady who played there told me, you know how many times Kenny Chesney would come in here, play a song, and people would just go like, cool, I guess. Years. And he was relentless. So you guys are relentless people, and I think that's half the battle. So give yourself some props, because that is cool, man. Seriously.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to get the next name out of the hat?
Ashley Westcott.
Wow, what a radio voice right there. So as Ashley gets up here, we started something new since you were on last. We have a bucket poll now, okay? So the overall, Mikey's going to hold it up there. We got a bucket right here. If there's anybody in the crowd, if you're at the bar, if you brought a guitar, we have guitars up here, but put your name in the bucket. It's like an open mic. We're going to definitely get one, maybe two, but draw some names from there, and we're going to get some people up here. Originally, this show was an idea, to be like Kill Tony, and it was like, I really want to have the bucket polls. He goes and there's like 300 names in the bucket. So at some point, I want this show to become that. So we're starting it slowly. But the funny part about that is like, I initially, when I first had you on, was like, oh, it's going to be Kill Tony. We're going to like roast people and like tell them they suck. And like, it has been the most unbelievable experience seeing how, number one, how talented this fucking town is. Yeah, the amount of talent that is in Nashville and all over the world. We had somebody from South Africa play, all over. People are driving from all over to be a part of the show. And it's mind-blowing to me, the amount of talent. And it's honestly, dude, like, I don't talk about this a lot, but like last year, I was looking at houses in Arizona. I was about to move home. I was so sick of this town. I was so sick of all the politics and the bullshit. And this show has like restored my faith in just the grind. You see these young artists come up here, and you get inspired again. Like you just want to keep going. And it's funny how it has, like, these artists are giving me so much. It's crazy. It really is. It's so fun. So
it's a cool show, man.
It's a great premise, dude.
I appreciate it. So if you want your name in the bucket to come on up here, put your name in the bucket. We have some spots open. But anyways, as Miss Ashley gets ready, you got a new song. How Could I Not? Just came out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited, dude. I love it. I love the videos. All right, what I really want to know, because I love the song, but these videos are insane. How are you doing? Like, tell me. You don't need to share the secrets, but like,
no secrets.
It's crazy shit. Do you almost get hit by cars and like?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah. Well, just trying stuff out. Like, I've been doing this for 10 years. I started in my dorm room posting covers, similar to what these folks are doing, just trying original songs and stuff. And half of it is just trying to figure out a way to shock my own people and people on the internet into, hey, like, stop scrolling, check this out, check out the song. It doesn't always have to be so salacious as almost getting hit by a car, like the video I posted, whatever, last night. But yeah, just those hooks, visual hooks. What can you say? It doesn't have to be salacious. Like I said, it can be emotional, just trying to get people to connect to the song and to the music. And seems like right now, 90% of the battle is the internet. So just trying to show up and take at bats. And I hope nobody in this room is like, wow, these guys on stage have it figured out. I posted something the other night, and it did terrible. So like it's a continuous process. It's cool to have moments, but every single person in this room's kind of in the same place, which I think is cool.
Oh man, it's so up and down. I mean, I have almost 1 million followers on TikTok, and I think I got the last 100 videos. It's like shocking to pass 1,000. I mean, it's like bad. It's bad. And
you're one song away.
Yeah.
But you're one song away. You're one moment with the right lighting and the right outfit from all of a sudden you're the next Jelly Roll. You're the next. So it's a cool time. It's a challenging time, but I think it's cool. Ashley, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I love your hat. It's a great hat.
Thanks.
Hell yeah. So are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's do it. Everybody give it up for Ashley Westcott singing her song, Don't Fall in Love with a Cowboy.
Their hands are as tough as that leather on the saddle that they ride, but warm and inviting like a campfire in the middle of the night. Their love is like the wild frontier, so dang hard to tame. Always another rodeo and a buckle with their name. Yeah, they'll love you until the cows come home, but that don't mean you won't be sitting in that house all alone. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. They might rope you the moon, but leave you wishing on a star. They got tumbleweeds rolling through the veins, and will only ride into the sunset with your heart. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. He's up before dawn, lucky if I see him all day. His hands are always dirty, but clean enough to pray. Oh, he loves me hard, but it ain't easy for him to show it. He's got a tender heart, but I'll never let you know it. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. They might rope you the moon, leave you wishing on a star. They got tumbleweeds rolling through the veins, and will only ride into the sunset with your heart. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. They will sweep you off your feet, spin you around that sawdust floor, keep your heart racing and always wanting more. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. They might rope you the moon, but leave you wishing on a star. They got tumbleweeds rolling through the veins, and will only ride into the sunset with your heart. So don't fall in love with the cowboy. With the cowboy. that leather on the saddle that they ride.
Ashley Westcott. Oh, yeah. So I actually know where you're from because my dad happens to live in, is it Pine Top? I don't really know the exact area. Is it Pine Top,
Yeah.
Arizona? Okay.
Yeah, we live around
So my
there.
dad moved to a small town in Arizona called Pine Top, Arizona. And you heard about the show and you drove out here.
Yeah, we drove.
How far is that drive? That's insane.
For you, that's sick.
Well, it took us 2 full days to get here. So.
Good Lord. Did you stop and see anything else on the way or just?
No, we just drove.
It's a long drive. It's
a haul.
two 12-hour days. I've done it so many times. It's insane.
We did it, and I was just in a Sprinter van, just smoking and playing my Nintendo Switch the whole time, and it was still a long drive.
I will say I don't smoke weed, but I think the last time I did drive. That was that trip.
Yeah, we were doing.
It was
nothing.
my like 17-year-old sister's pen. I'm like, how
Yeah.
do you have it? Ripping that thing, and it was the quickest drive we ever had. Though we got there pretty fast.
Good for you, though. That's awesome that you drove.
Yeah,
It was
that's
a long
unbelievable.
time ago. We were
So,
different people back then.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about you, and it says that you grew up like in the rodeo scene, like totally. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're ranchers. Me and my husband were ranchers. I grew up farming and ranching, and he grew up hardcore ranching. And so that's it's like a lifestyle. That's all we know, really. And so I write about, I co-wrote this with my buddy Jason Hamer, and it's just about real life. The song's really not about saying don't fall in love with the cowboy. It's more like saying cowboys are the best kind of guys to fall in love with because they're hard workers, they love God, they're going to be up before the sun, and they're going to be out of the house working until the sun goes down. So if you're not tough enough to deal with that, then don't fall in love with the cowboy, because that's just how the lifestyle is.
Yeah, no, that's so cool. I actually was talking to somebody about like this lifestyle we choose, this being in the music industry, and if you're not super upfront with that person, like, hey, this is the life I chose, like, you're either a part of it or you're not. And it's the same thing with cowboys, and it's like, I love that you're representing Arizona and showing that real cowboys are out in Arizona. It's the Wild West.
It's
the Wild West. I try to explain. When I moved to Nashville, I was like, people like, I wouldn't say hated me, but I definitely was an outcast because it was a time where, dude, the
We
Southern
hated you,
Georgia
dude.
thing.
No, we hated
the
you.
Southern Georgia thing was unbelievable. It was like everybody went to Georgia Southern, and that was it. And if you weren't from Georgia, then you weren't cool. But I love that now all of a sudden this like Yellowstone kind of country's making its wave, and you've been doing it. You've been doing it before it was cool.
Yeah, that's all we know.
I love it.
I mean, I don't usually dress like this. These are my going to town, boots and hat.
Nice,
but
nice.
They're not your shit kickers.
they're not realistic working clothes.
That's awesome. What do you guys ranch? What do you have cattle or what do you?
We have cattle. I mean, we don't own it, but we just are hands.
Yeah, very cool. Awesome. Well, what do you guys think, man?
Yeah, it was cool. I got like Dolly, Marty Robbins, old westerny stuff. Like my uncle Scott sang at the there's a place in Colorado Springs for like 30 years, and they play all these old western standards. Flying W Ranch. So we go up there like almost every weekend and just watch him play these old like western kind of swing standards and stuff like that dark like like Marty Robbins is the person that comes to mind.
Ghost Riders in the
Totally,
sky.
exactly. So I like that kind of storytelling, and it felt very classic and timeless in that way. I think you got a really cool falsetto that you did in the chorus, which I thought was really nice. That's kind of where I got the Dolly vibe. My wish for the song is I feel like almost like anybody could sing that song versus I wish I heard like more I statements instead of you statements. So sometimes in songs, it's easy to say like, you don't know what's coming, like you watch out for this bartender, or you'd love the boat. I like personally a little bit more of the like, I woke up and the cowboy was gone, versus like you watch out. You know what I mean? It's kind of the telling your own personal story. So I think don't touch that song. That's a cool song. But moving forward, I'd love to hear like, especially my first impression of an artist. I just want to feel like I know you better. And I feel like that's like a good warning to others, but I don't necessarily know if I know you better. And that would be my like, because I feel like you have a cool thing, and out of all the people here, I don't know how many people are going to sing like Western-y, like Ghost Riders in the Sky meets Marty Robbins meets Dolly. So there's something special and sparkly there. I would just say really hone in on the like personal story stuff. Or if that's your vibe, Johnny Cash and all these people, they did very like just big, grand stories. So that's just my personal preference maybe. But I would love to hear you kind of tackle something like that.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, I think for me, I thought it was very authentic. It felt very true to who you are. Felt like a good old-fashioned country song, which is few and far between, in the world now. And that's coming from a guy who sings pop country. So I don't really put out good old-fashioned country songs, but I really appreciate them and love them. But I think overall the vibe was just a good vibe, and I enjoyed your performance of it and thought it was really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, who are some of your influences?
I love Charlie Crockett, Sierra Farrell, George Jones. But yeah.
So the stuff you want to listen to on vinyl.
Yes.
The word
I hear all
cowboy
that.
in a country song just is undefeated. So I do like just the word cowboy in your country song. So take that for what it's worth.
So I have another. We have some questions that are some facts about these people that they send in, and one of these things is that used to be called to some of your friends' houses to kill the rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
Because it says you were the only one with a shotgun that knew how to use it, and you would blast those suckers.
Yeah,
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
I love that you say that, because one of the lines of my song is, I never shot a buck, but I killed a couple rattlesnakes.
Yes, exactly.
And it's just a different, we just have different hunting out there. It's not,
When I moved here, everyone was like, Colorado, that's not country. And I'd be like, you have no idea. It's Western. In country and Western, we are the Western.
Western.
Yeah, right.
Correct, which I love.
Well, I'm from Kentucky, so you don't even get me started on that. Man.
I grew up in Connecticut, and before I even moved here, I opened for Martina McBride at a county fair 15 minutes from my house. So
Country is countrywide.
It's everywhere. It is everywhere.
Well, before we even left, like the day before, we caught a snake in the studio, and then a snake in our clothes hamper.
a rattlesnake?
Well, not rattlesnakes, but gopher snakes.
I hate them. I hate them so much.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're terrible. We got to send some over to my dad's house. He's so scared of stuff. There was a tiny little spider at my house. He's freaking out. Now he lives in the woods. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks
I
for making
appreciate
the
you.
drive.
Yeah, thanks
Great
for making
job.
the drive.
Welcome
Good
to
for you.
Nashville.
Thank
That's
you.
crazy.
Talk about a grinder and a hustler.
Yeah,
That's
I love
awesome.
it. I love it. All right.
Shout out to the husband, too, who I'm sure.
Absolutely.
That's
Teammates.
Casper.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Casper.
Shout out to Casper
What's up,
splitting the
Casper?
drive. All right, you want to draw the next name?
Michael Pritchett.
Nice. There we go.
Damn, Spencer, you are nailing that timing, dude. It's top tier.
Hell yeah.
Who do you think you are, Alan Roach?
Yeah.
Alan Roach. Welcome to Broncos country.
You could do it, man. You
Thanks,
could do
man.
it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I want to give a quick shout out to our other sponsor. We have two sponsors on the show, and it's Picker, the Picker app. If you haven't yet, download the Picker app, especially you artists, even from Arizona. When you come to Nashville, and you're trying to meet people, you're trying to figure out who you're going to record your music with. Picker allows you to pick your team. You can get your bass player, you can get even your studio, you can get all of it, your guitar player, drums, and people have profiles like Airbnb. You go on there, you pick who you want to be on your team, record your music, and they have their prices too. So you can kind of, if you have a certain budget that's lower than normal or higher than normal, whatever it is, you're going to get the best price on that. It's a really cool app. They believe in community like we do here on the show, and we're building a community. So download the Picker app today. It's a free app, and join the team. So Trevor, what are you most excited about this year, man? For your career, for your life?
Well, honestly, I've got, and Spencer and I were talking about this on the way. We're talking about songwriting here tonight, and it's something that you just get better at it with practice, like anything in life. And I just feel like the songs that I'm writing are more of what I want to say and also what I want to hear and what I want to listen to. And I think early on, sometimes you might write something and you're like, oh, this is sick when you write it, and then you like kind of don't really maybe want to listen to it because it's not doing what you want it to do. But I'd say I'm most excited for the new music that's coming out. I've got a couple songs that I feel like are really what I want to say, are really me, and I'm really excited for that. And actually having a fan base now that wants to hear the new stuff is really exciting. And that's kind of what the dream is when you move here, is just have people that want to listen to what you want to say. And so I'm really excited about that. We got a couple songs coming that will be here very soon.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. And by the way, if you guys haven't checked out Trevor's voice and music, I mean, dude, so when I got my band, we didn't have picker for bands and all that stuff. I had to meet them all just through Yep, and they all went to Belmont with you.
Yeah.
And they were like, I mean, we'd play at these bars. They'd have X's on their hands. They were so young. Cody's still with us. Dean played, obviously.
That's right.
But everyone in my band was like the biggest Trevor Martin fan. Like, they are the OG Trevor Martin fans.
Man, they were some great friends,
You
man.
blew
Great
the
friends.
roof off of Belmont, and like they were like, man, you got to hear this guy's voice. He's so good. I think some of them played with you, maybe.
Yeah. Daniel was my roommate. You're the old piano player.
Of course.
And so we were buds. We played 1,000,000 times together at Belmont, and they were great friends. And dude, they loved you.
You have a good voice. Not a
Thank
good
you.
voice, a great voice.
Thank you.
And so it's an honor to have you up here. Are you ready to go, man? Everybody, give it up for Michael Pritchett singing his song "Hard Way."
Well, I'm known to be a pretty good time when I'm out with the boys. I throw down right around town just to drown out the noise. But when I get home and I'm all alone, pouring out of my truck, I take the keys and unlock the door to all the damage, 'cause I guess I learned the hard way. How much could a heart take? For my give a damn is damned and done. Everybody sees the rage, they don't understand the pain. I don't pull the trigger, I'm the loaded gun. And I can't stand to see my face in the mirror. Myself, hey, couldn't be any clearer. But it's too late to change the things keeping me awake. Guess it's time for a little heartbreak. I guess I learned the hard way.
Michael, I don't want to interrupt you. I got to do something. Can you put that capo up a whole step?
Yeah. Higher, lower.
Sorry, I just got to hear it. And I might be wrong. I got to hear it. I'm sorry. Let's do it.
Well, I'm known to be a pretty good time when I'm out with the boys. I throw down right around town just to drown out the noise. But when I get home and I'm all alone, pouring out of my truck, I take the keys and unlock the door to all the damage, 'cause I guess I learned the hard way. How much could a heart take? For my give a damn is damned and done. Everybody sees the rage, they don't understand the pain. I don't pull the trigger, I'm a loaded gun. And I can't stand to see my face in the mirror. Myself, hey, couldn't be any clearer. But it's too late to change the things keeping me awake. Guess it's time for a little heartbreak. I guess I learned the hard way. I guess I learned the hard way. And I've asked God to show up here and change my ways. I know He's tried, but there's just some things you can't erase. And I know my mama's worried about me and this road I'm on. It breaks my heart to hear her voice leave a message at the tone. 'Cause I guess I learned the hard way. How much could a heart take? Well, my give a damn is damned and done. Everybody sees the rage, they don't understand the pain. I don't pull the trigger on the loaded gun. And I can't stand to see my face in the mirror. Myself, hey, couldn't be any clearer. But it's too late to change the things keeping me away. Guess it's time for a little heartbreak. I guess I learned the hard way. I guess I learned the hard way. So I'm just laying here tonight, throwing fists inside my mind. I try my best to keep up the fight until I'm okay. But I guess I learned the hard way. How much could a heart take? For my give a damn is damned and done. Everybody sees the rage, they don't understand the pain. I don't pull the trigger, I'm a loaded gun. And I can't stand to see my face in the mirror. Myself, hey, couldn't be any clearer. But it's too late to change the things keeping me away. Guess it's time for a little heartbreak. I guess I learned the hard way. I guess I learned the hard way.
All right, Michael Pritchett, everybody. Dude, I've never done that before. You have a really rich tone voice. And I could tell you were, which it's your first time playing, I'm sure, in that key. You were a little hesitant to hit that note in the chorus. You can hit it, bro.
Yeah, I have a higher register. The song, when we wrote it, we played it half step down open. And he was finger picking it. My buddy Tyler over there, he was finger picking it, and I was just moving the capo wherever so I could actually play the song.
I got you. Yeah, you can hit it, man. Don't be scared. I mean, shit. I'm looking at your freaking things here, your things you sent in. You served 5 years in the Navy as a medic, first of all.
Thanks, dog.
Yeah, man.
My dad
That's
is in the Navy,
badass.
too.
Yeah, come on. Give it up for that.
Yes, sir.
You played semi-pro football for 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sick.
that's badass.
What position?
Linebacker.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. And
yeah.
you currently or did work?
I currently work
You
security.
work as a security guard at the stage, which is scary as shit. So come on, don't be afraid to hit that note. You can hit it. You can hit it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, you have a super cool voice. Right when you started singing, again, it's that like, hey, shut the fuck up, you person I'm talking to. I want to hear this person sing. So it's a high compliment. My biggest qualm is that I want lift in that chorus because it doesn't necessarily go anywhere from the verse to the chorus. That melody, the guess I learned the hard way, like that has an earworm to it, but I wish you went up, I guess I learned the hard way, like jump the octave. Or had some sort of melodic lift, because I think there's cool, ear catchy stuff in the melody, but I feel like you almost, the song, if it's supposed to be like dynamic and the chorus is where it lifts and takes off and is memorable, I feel like it kind of is that kind of road there the whole time. So that would be my...
That like drop and then it just boom.
Yeah, you know, like when you think of hit choruses, right, most of the time it's verse down here and verse down here, then... Oh, I want to dance with somebody. You know, they go for it, right? Yeah. And that's what I think you can do it. I think you got a sick voice. So not saying that you have to write Whitney Houston, but something that shows off your voice. And I think the melodies were great. I think in a world of, I'm obsessed with phrasing, and I think there was some cool phrasing in there. But sometimes less is more. And that would be my gut in a song like that, is to go through and how many syllables can we take out so that it's as memorable as possible, so that like a third grader can sing back that, yes, I learned the hard way after one time hearing it. But that'll be stuck in my head, that first part. I think you have, again, something really cool and special in a world of a lot of people sounding the same. You don't sound like anybody. I can't really think of anybody.
How long have you
like.
been here?
3 years.
3 years.
You almost give me like a Jamie Johnson or like looks like we were scared. You know that like.
You know
it's
Ryan-
the highest compliment.
You guys know Ryan Larkins?
Who is it?
Yeah,
Ryan Larkins.
okay.
Kind of sounds like Ryan Larkins. He wrote The Painter.
Yeah.
Cody Johnson.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
Yep. So yeah, that would be my thing. Lift and then less phrasing, but I think it's a cool song.
Thanks.
What's your favorite like hit song of all time?
Something Country, Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
On the Dangerous album.
Do you know how to play it? Do you know how to play it?
No.
No. Yeah. All right. Forget about it.
I know so many Morgan Wallen songs from playing downtown, and then he drops 40 every 6 months. So it's a lot to keep up with.
What do you think? What do you think?
And I had, again, I'm just kind of piggybacking off of what they said. Great voice. I mean, it is a very, very unique voice, and a lot of people try to sound like your voice, but you don't have to try to sound like your voice because it's your voice. And I also have written on a little note here, same as Spencer said, I did just want that chorus to elevate, to lift a little bit, and I am just curious to hear your higher register because I think it's probably, I mean, you have an incredible tone, so tone is kind of the same almost whether you sing high or low. So I'm interested to hear that side of your voice, and I'm sure you have other songs that maybe showcase that a little bit more. But I really love Heartbreak and Hard Way. Like it's kind of, it's rare to find two words that line up one syllable each, heartbreak, hard way, that both rhyme and are for the hook. So I think that's really cool, and props to you for finding that little thing that works. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely did not freaking sound like you when I was 3 years in. You have a Josh Turner voice. I mean, it's just so cool, so deep. You're young, man. Like in this town, you're young. Like I don't care how old are you. How old are you?
28.
Yeah, you're still young. I mean, you have an old voice, which means that it's going to get better and richer the older you get, and that's so freaking cool. It's going to be like a good wine, like a good bourbon. You know something about bourbon in Kentucky, right? Well,
If I drank.
yeah, if you drank. But you know what I'm saying? I want you to continue to work on your vocals. I want you to continue to write songs about, I mean, dude, you haven't, like, write a song about being in the Navy. Write a song about the military. Write a song about playing football and, talk about the shit you see on Broadway. Nobody sees more shit than you. Nobody. I mean, it's unbelievable. By the way, I think I got kicked out of this. I did get kicked out of the stage. Nice. Let me ask Cody. Is Cody out here? Was it the stage? Yeah. I got kicked out of the stage. Out? No, it wasn't him. I got kicked out of the stage when in 2020, dickhead security guard, not you. I had just played with Cody. I'd played a song, and I got off the stage, and I was next to the stage, and he goes, "You need to get 6 feet back." And I'm like, "Bitch, I was just on the stage. I'm not getting 6." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yeah, you need to get 6 feet back." I'm like, "I just played." He goes, "Are you giving me attitude?" And I'm like, "Well, now I am, motherfucker." So here we go. And I had a couple drinks, but I did get kicked out of the stage for sure. And I punched,
You're not the only one.
I punched a porta potty after. I was so pissed off.
You showed
anyways,
that porta potty.
I hope I can go back, dude.
Well, there's other bars. There's another
other
bar
bars.
next door.
But the whole point of all this is you're in a stage here in Nashville where you're learning, growing. I appreciate you coming on here. I want to hear more from you. I think you have such a sick voice, so just keep at it, man. You're going to do big things. I believe in that.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Also, hell of a beard, dude. Hell of a beard. I really tried to go for the beard this year.
From a
I'm
Peach
definitely-
Fuzz beard guy to a real beard guy, congratulations.
And I am not messing with you ever. If I go into the stages, yes, sir.
People
all day.
want to pretend to have beards like you.
Beards and
You don't
voices
have to
like
pretend
you,
to
yeah.
have a beard like
I didn't shave for 5 years, and then I stopped, and then just...
It's strong.
That's crazy.
You're like a
Jealous,
Just for
bro.
Men commercial, even if you don't use it.
Rogaine, baby.
So we still have the bucket. If there's anybody that wants to put their name in the bucket, we got the bucket right there. It's still open. We still got a chance. We got one more name in this hat. I'm going to draw this name out. Clare Cunningham.
Yeah.
I have the air horn sound on the laptop, but I still do it with my mouth all the time. I can't stop it.
It's way more fun.
Dean does a lot of shit with his mouth.
Hey, watch it.
Burke, you've asked
My
us
mom.
some questions. Can I ask you? a
Sure.
few?
Ask me.
What are you excited about for this year, besides the pod, outside of the pod?
Outside
And
the pod.
your babies.
And the babies.
Babies.
Outside being a dad and the... Yeah. Man, I'm excited just about kind of what Trevor said. That's when you were talking about how you're just excited about your music, you're excited about the stuff that you're creating. I think that's where I am. And I don't know, man. I definitely had an ego when I first came to town. I definitely had a lot of things happen for me that I didn't deserve. And I feel like, especially after seeing all these artists that are just so much more talented than I am, it gives you a sense of all right, I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed. You can go down Broadway and see people that are just unbelievable. And it's given me a different mentality. And I'm just excited to write music that I care about. And I also just don't give a shit anymore. I really don't give a shit. And that's a really fun place to be, because I have done everything I've ever wanted to do in this business, and played the venues I wanted to play and met the people I wanted to meet, and it's now I'm just having fun, and that's where I'm at. So I don't know.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
Thank you. Random question: who's the most famous person in your phone?
I think very random. The first tour I was ever on, I lied to Chris Lane and I said, "Hey, Chris, I'm going to be in Denver. Will you let me open up for you acoustically?" He was like, "Sure." And I called my mom, I need a flight to Denver. I need to open up for Chris Lane. So he let me open that show, and then he invited me on the rest of that tour. And it was Chris, and his opener was a very young, middle-parted Morgan Wallen. So this
He
is
still has the same number?
I don't know. I have the old number, but I can't imagine.
Old Wallen number.
I texted him for the first year after we toured together. I would see him out and be like, "Oh, dude, it's good to see you." I certainly gave that up 5 or 6 years ago.
What was he like back then on that tour?
He was Morgan. He's always been himself. I think, funny enough, this is actually a good story for a lot of artists to hear out there, because he played Whiskey Glasses on this tour. This is 2016. And he would play Whiskey Glasses, and people would go to the bathroom. People would talk over him. People would check their phone. That doesn't mean that he's not a hit artist. That doesn't mean that that's not a hit song. He hadn't had his moment yet, but he rebranded. He kind of leaned into his authentic self. Honestly, when I was on tour with him, they were doing this kind of Daughtry meets country thing. He's kind of singing Creed songs more than but when he went full redneck, which is who he is, God bless him, mullet, chopped off the sleeves on his flannel, that's when it worked. So authenticity wins. 3 years later, so I went on tour with him in 2016. 3 years later, I saw him play my hometown venue. Same exact song. Remember, you all played songs here tonight. 3 years from now, those songs could still change your life. I watched him open. He was the first of 3, FGL, Dan and Shay, Morgan. After his set, 70% of the people left. They were all there to see him. They sang Whiskey Glasses so loud that they had to cut the tracks because they sang over him getting back in the last chorus. 3 years before that, bar like this, way less people going to the bathroom. He's singing the same song. So things can happen fast. Never give up on your dreams. Be your most authentic self. It happens.
I love that. Love it.
Mine's probably Tyler Hubbard.
I was gonna ask you, who's
Okay.
all right? Who's your Tyler Hubbard?
Probably Tyler Hubbard. We met at a wedding, and
what a weird place to.
Yeah, and he was super friendly. Texted him, and he actually set me up on a publishing meeting, which was insane. And I actually sent him my biggest song before it came out, "Keeper." And the cool thing about Tyler is I just think he really cares about young artists, which is kind of cool, and not everybody does. And he responds every time. Has responded every time that I've reached out to him. I don't do it a lot. It's one of those very special moments that you have to do it. But probably old T-Hub.
That's sick, dude. Yeah, I want to just, for all of you listening, the one thing that you guys both said, you don't even realize it, but you went out on a limb and messaged somebody that you felt uncomfortable messaging, and look at what came from that, right? Even that relationship and going on that tour, I feel like so many people are stuck in this mental block of, oh man, I shouldn't text them, I shouldn't do this. Dude, I have overstepped. I literally got my publishing deal with Thomas Rhett because we were at the BMI Awards, and I was talking to another publishing company, and I was drunk, and I walked up to him. I was like, "What's up, man? How's it going?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll just say it. I was like, I'm about to sign a deal with Ashley Gorley. And he's like, oh, really? He's like, no, man. And these guys are best friends, by the way. He's like, no, man, come sign with me. And I'm like, what? I didn't even know he had a posting code. It literally happened like that. Followed up, like, obviously, a week later, I was like super scared and signed a deal that next year.
Who's yours? Was TR your?
Yeah, most famous. I mean, I got to go legend. I got to go Vince Gill.
Yeah.
Vince Gill. I mean, he's just...
That's a big one to have.
Vince. Most Grammys in country music.
Mine?
Yeah.
I do have Cole Swindell's number. I had a random drunk night, and he's like, take my number. And I'm like, why? But, okay, I will take it. I mean, Ashley Cook now. That was...
Yeah.
I was playing on Broadway, and somebody...
she's the best.
Somebody requested your place. And I was like, I don't even know if this is still her number, but I took a video. I was at Garth Brooks, and I sent it to her, and she responded. She's like, I'm glad you sent me that and stuff, too, because we've known her. Remember playing Writers Rounds with her forever.
Oh,
we
my
all
God.
kind of did, so.
Claire.
That's awesome.
How we doing?
Claire, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Look at this outfit, by the way.
You look sick.
Swag.
Yeah.
I haven't looked in the mirror yet. Like,
It's
does
good.
everything match?
Everything's
I don't know.
perfect. It's perfect.
And this is way too warm.
Can you tell me before how do I say this? I'm gonna just introduce you, and you can
Or do
say
you
the
want to
song.
try first? And then
Yeah,
I
I'll
can
try.
tell you?
I'll try. Give it up for Clare Cunningham singing her song Irene E. McCroy.
Sounds like you nailed it.
I have no fucking idea what I just. It's like there's. What are those called?
There are radio stations, and I laugh every time. It's Aaron Imachry.
Aaron M. O'Cree.
Yeah,
That's what you said.
but Irish Gaelic is really weird. So
What does
you
that
did
mean?
Really well.
What does that mean?
It means Ireland in my heart.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the song is in English. It's just that line.
Okay.
Just the title of it.
Okay.
But that was a good attempt.
No idea what I just said.
Of all the time I have spent away, year on year, day by day, I'll take with me fine memories, dear Erin's Isle. In my heart you'll always be, Erin Imbocree, Erin Imbocree. Do you cry for the absence I've left behind? For when I dream about the days gone by, missing you out on that long hard road. Dear Erin's Isle, lead me back home. Can you hear a cold
Aaron Emo Cree is the new Irish national anthem.
Yeah, that is.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I can see stadiums. Aaron. I can't even sing. Aaron Emo Cree.
Yeah, you sound just like her.
I'll be like an Irish. I'm drinking a Guinness.
You're
holy
you're wearing
shit.
the colors.
Yeah, I am. I didn't even. That was not planned.
Right.
Wow. Holy shit. Sometimes I don't even know what you just said. I was transported to Dublin, Ireland, and I'm at a pub. I wasn't going to drink tonight, but Guinness sounds so good right now.
Do they sell Guinness and Greenland?
Man, unbelievable. Yeah. And I got to add something. I don't know why people with accents tend to not put it in their music. It's a lot of times like they'll make it sound like an American accent. I loved that you kept your accent. It was so, I don't know. It just was real.
When I sing other styles, though, my accent doesn't come through. It's only on the Irish stuff for some reason.
Really?
It's really weird, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was blown away. I don't really have many words after that. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh, they
Look
do
at
have
that.
Guinness.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow. There you go.
Wow.
Ask
do
and
have
you
Guinness.
shall receive, Jesus.
Wow.
drinks
I
out
need
of your
a
prayers.
cold pint though, right? Isn't that what do you say? What is the proper way to
A
drink
pint
it?
of stout.
A pint of stout?
Stout, yes. A pint of stout.
Wow.
Or a pint of the black stuff.
Love
Well,
it.
I guess I'm gonna have to just cry.
So you've been in Nashville for quite a while, right?
Yeah, I'm here 7 years now.
7 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I must have seen you 7 years ago. I think at like Belcourt Taps or something.
Oh, it would have
Back
been,
in the
yeah.
day.
Back
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the day.
I've always loved your vibe, and your brand that's what I wrote down here is you just got a great brand. I mean, everything about you is unique, and I can just tell it's you. I mean, from your guitar that has your name on it, and it's a beat up guitar, which is really cool, to the green, to like Austin said, love the outfit. So I can tell you're very true to yourself, and I think that's awesome. It's a beautiful song. It really is. I love the melody of it, and it's probably gonna be stuck in my head walking out. And tell us again that Ireland in my heart.
Yeah, Ireland in my heart.
Ireland
Aaron
in my
in my heart.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Aaron is
Aaron,
Ireland?
Ireland, and then is in
Okay.
my
But I thought it was really cool. I always, like I said, I always love hearing you perform, and definitely gives me like "I See Fire" by Ed Sheeran
Yes,
vibes,
yes.
which
Love it.
is great. But yeah, I mean, just keep doing you, and especially in a town like Nashville where a lot of things are just kind of cookie cutter, the same thing, me included, in a lot of ways. Like you stand out in a very positive way because you are who you are, and you own that. So really love
I
that.
appreciate that. Well, I was told not to do this, but I refused.
Well,
I was
go.
like, no.
I love
you.
it. I love it. I love it. Good for you for playing.
Oh,
Yeah. No, you have an incredible voice. That was awesome. Yeah. And performance-wise, I can just tell you put in tons and tons of hours singing. As far as like this kind of a song, these kinds of songs are really hard to do, actually. Like a lot of people, the easiest kinds of songs to write are like love, breakup, because they're so relatable. Something like this, I've never been to Ireland, and my home is Colorado, but like, isn't that far away, right? But you made me think about my home, and I think your specific stuff was actually more universal than you think, and I think that's like a note that I really liked. I feel like this is kind of like such a unique song. I would actually love to hear you play a bunch of other stuff because now I'm so curious about your artist project, which is probably the greatest compliment I can give you from hearing that song. So no notes, just keep rocking. And I feel like in a world of A&Rs telling you like, oh yeah, lose the accent or whatever, fuck them. Just do your thing and figure out how to make that. Because I do think that song, and I mean this in a great way, is kind of a novelty song. Like it's for your home country and it's this whatever. How do you take the goosebumps feeling we got tonight and put that into like a hit song or a love song or whatever? Not that it isn't a hit, but something that is more palatable to a room full of anybody. So I am super, super impressed by you and gonna just can't wait till you open up for Ed Sheeran and stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no to
You're
that.
listening.
No, I completely agree with Spencer. By the way, unbelievable advice from both of you guys. Like, just sick all night. Yeah, very good. I completely agree. And I agree, and I also disagree in the fact that I feel very privileged to have been here tonight to hear you sing that song. I feel like it was just, it's one of those songs. It is a novelty song, but it's like, how lucky are we to be here when she sings it, right? And like, it's not something I would
I
hear.
do not mean novelty in a bad way.
100%. No, I agree with you, because if I were to put that song into my AirPods or whatever, I wouldn't feel what I just felt tonight. So it's one of those things where it's a novelty in the fact that you have to be here and witness it and feel it to really enjoy it. 100%. And so I think what Spencer said is so perfect. Like, how do you don't stray away from that and keep the musical. I talked to a guy from South Africa about country. He's a country artist, and I was like, man, put like South African instruments in your country music. Like, would you say you're country? Are you trying to be country, or what do you? Okay, cool. So
probably elements of it, but I have like fiddles and barons and
so
in my Irish stuff and that. But I do a lot of other.
Good, because this is a music show. This is not a country show. I want to be very clear about that.
Well, that's I was half tempted not to do this song.
No,
but
I'm
the
glad
Lord
you did.
was
I'm
like,
glad you
"Do
did.
the song."
But with your other stuff, definitely use those home country sounds and like own it. Yeah. Own your accent. Own all of it. Like, it's a vibe, and I think it like a hit song for you. I mean, you could be like the female Ed Sheeran. I honestly believe that.
A great example. It's one of our buddies too. Is Sammy Arriaga is killing it.
Oh yeah. I love
and his
Sammy,
thing. He's taking his culture and his way of life, and incorporating it to pop country music. But so that's a great person.
Sammy's a great friend of mine, and I am not claiming any of his success. But a few years ago, we went to coffee. And he was trying to take the advice of everyone in town, just kind of sound more like Brett Young or do whatever. His success in the last couple of years is him leaning into his authentic self. And so it sounds like you're already doing that, and I'm excited to see more. You're crushing it.
I think it's more fulfilling that way too.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
more
just be
fulfilling when it's
yourself.
yourself.
100%. You made
Thank
the
you for
A-list.
sharing.
You made the A-list for sure. Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you on the stage. I really mean that. That was crazy. So we have a 8-week-old baby at home, and my wife is texting me, "You got to get home." He won't stop crying. But I want to get one name from the bucket. He's gonna keep crying. So
bucket list.
Oh, we got quite a few names in here. All right, let's get the name from the bucket.
Together.
Zach Michael.
Hey.
Zach Michael keeps showing up,
Let's
and his
go,
name keeps
Zach.
getting drawn. He keeps showing up to play. Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah,
It's
dude.
okay. Your name got drawn from the
Zach
bucket.
Michael.
It's like the Sorting Hat in Harry Potter, dude.
Guess what? You
It
show up, you
decides.
put your
You
put your name in the bucket, you get called. You know what I'm saying? You just got
Now
to keep
where
showing.
to put
By the way,
you.
and I don't feel bad that your name got called again, because he has been here since we started the bucket poll, and the first
Hell
3
yeah.
weeks, I did feel bad because his name didn't get called. So guess what?
That's what you get for showing up, man.
So you get for showing up.
Is it like the Sorting Hat or the Goblet of Fire?
Okay, fair.
I don't know what you guys.
That's
What are
true.
you talking about?
Dumbledore
Harry
calmly
Potter.
walks.
Oh,
Harry,
I've
did you put your
never
name
seen
in
Harry
the-
Potter.
Or did you put your name?
Never seen Harry Potter.
You've never seen Harry Potter?
Never seen Harry Potter.
All right, I'm never doing this again.
We're having a movie
we're
marathon at
out.
Austin's this weekend. We're watching all of them.
Anybody else never seen Harry Potter? Am I the only one?
My
looks like
girlfriend
you're the
seen
only
it
one.
2 months ago.
It's just too long.
So it's about a little guy with glasses, and he becomes a
I mean,
wizard.
I know what I know about
Just
it.
making sure. He lives in a closet, then he comes out
Under
of the
the
closet.
sea.
Not like R. Kelly did. Anyway.
So, Jesus.
We
Are you guys
we
big
just
Harry
wrote the
Potter
next
fans?
theme song.
you got the nerds going. We were talking about Pokemon earlier, so it's just been a whole nerd
No
theme.
shit.
Yep.
All right. What would you say so far is your biggest accomplishment, and where 10 years from now, what do you want that same answer to be?
That's a good question. I think just being able to. I think there's obviously some stuff on paper that's fun. Like I have a gold record independently, like a song that never went to radio. That's fun. I played the Opry. Thanks. Hell yeah. And I get to like headline tour. I'll do a headlining tour this fall, and I always feel like that's an accomplishment because that's like something that nobody can take away from you. But that is all just to say I feel so glad that I built a career that nobody could take away from me. I go sign a deal tomorrow. It could not work for a year, and I could be doing what I'm doing now and still love it and still put out music I love and have real people find it and stuff. So I feel like I'm so glad. I know that we can all get jaded, and I know that it sucks to post a TikTok and get no views, and it sucks to feel like you're waiting for God to touch you on the forehead and be like, you're next. But at the same time, I'm glad I don't live in the time where I had to meet the head of A&R while he was on his lunch break at the perfect time while I had a CD in my pocket. It is in our destiny is kind of our own. And I'm really glad, 10 years ago, I was a kid starting to learn the guitar in my dorm room. And now, kind of like Trevor was saying earlier, like, I have financial freedom. I put out music. I have a fun, made-up job where I get to go sing songs. So are there moments where I want more? Of course. But early on, Chris Lane actually told me this. He goes, look, man, you want to be Morgan, and Morgan wants to be me, and I want to be Dustin, and because he was on tour with Dustin Lynch, and Dustin Lynch wants to be Blake Shelton, and Blake Shelton wants to be Garth Brooks, and Garth Brooks wants to be you. Garth wants to start at the beginning and go play at bars and do it all over again. So you're never going to be satisfied. There's not a perfect point in your career. Your streams don't go on your tombstone. What matters is showing up, doing something you love. Like, my mantra is create things you love with people you love. So that's what I've been able to do over 10 years, and that's what I'm proud of.
Let's go. Love that. That's a great answer.
Your OnlyFans?
It's only for his
I
fans.
am trying to get 10,000 subscribers. So go subscribe. No,
He's
I'm
got
just kidding.
great calves.
I'm in.
No, I would say when I moved here and went to Belmont and was, doing the thing, my goal was always to make a living in music. And I honestly, we go to Mexico every December for his birthday and just chill out and talk shop and think about life as the new year comes around. And I kind of realized, like, okay, I just bought a house, bought a new car, got everything that I want. So that goal has been achieved. So this year was like just kind of rewriting what my goals were going to be from here on out. And, I think that for me is probably the biggest achievement. It's kind of paired also with like, I play a lot of weddings, and the fact that on some random person's biggest day of their life, they want me to come sing my song that I wrote in my bedroom for them for their special moment. So I think in a lot of ways, when you kind of take a step back and realize what that actually means, that's kind of what I feel like my biggest achievement is like impacting strangers' lives. Often, I've played a lot of weddings lately, and I'd say those are probably the biggest accomplishments. And look, in 10 years, I think just kind of doing more of the same, but on a gradually increasing level. Just putting out songs that people want to hear, and also being able to just continue to be financially free. So, yeah.
I love that. Great answers from both of you guys. All right, Zach. You got the bucket pull last week. You got the bucket pull this week. What song are you playing for us today?
It's called A Prayer.
A Prayer?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
I ain't worth a prayer anymore, but I don't think I care anymore.
Seasonal lack of affection leads to a deep depression. Disorder orders you to fall back till you learn a lesson. Lessen the pain so you feel anything but bad. And then this lesson you learn, you say you're anything but sad. Then this lesson you learn, you say you're anything but angry. This lesson you learn, you say you're anything but broken. Unless there's something I'm not seeing when you kiss me. Hold me tighter steal my breath just like the noose around a rope, cause I can't breathe. Between the devil and the darkness, between the lightning and a fortress, between the angels high on a golden arch, between the demon circle in my heart.
prayer anymore. I ain't worth a prayer anymore. But I don't think I care anymore. Don't feel it in the air anymore. 'Cause I ain't worth a prayer anymore. I ain't worth the prayer, so save it for a rainy day. I found one in the cushions on the couch, you left it at my place. I know you said that it was for me, but I would let it waste. Covered by the cobwebs in the corner under a new King James. So please take your prayers, save another less destructive. This isn't a game, but if the Bible was instructions, you would hate how I break every single rule, and you would hate how when I lose that I can blame it all on. But I ain't worth a prayer anymore. I ain't worth a prayer anymore. But I don't think I care anymore. Don't feel it in the air anymore. 'Cause I ain't worth a prayer anymore. So our Father, who art wherever thou might be, I'm standing in a thunderstorm. I know you hear me screaming, see tornadoes touching down. I see a flash across the sky, smell the scent of something burning, getting hotter. It's real close by. 7 deadly sins and lock me out of heaven's gates. 'Cause I've been lustful, I've been greedy, I've been jealous, I've been rage. I've been feeling like I'm better than I ever was, but I've been lazy, resting on my laurels like I earned this stuff. I say my plate is full, I cleared it just to double up. Every single serving of everything he says he doesn't want. Now I'm sitting at the table with a stomach full of hate. There's a shadow in the corner. He waits for me to break. But I ain't worth a prayer anymore. I ain't worth a prayer anymore. But I don't think I care anymore. Don't feel it in the air anymore. 'Cause I ain't worth a prayer anymore. And I prayed and I prayed. My knees were on that floor. But it was too little too late. Ain't worth the prayers anymore. Thank you.
Zach Michael, dude, you got your own style, man, and I love that you are true to it. I really can't say that there's an artist like you, and there's influences, there's things I hear, but it's authentic to you, and I think that's pretty cool.
Thank
So,
you, man.
what do
I
you?
appreciate
This
that.
is their first time hearing you, so what do you guys think?
Yeah, man. It's super like I thought of like, do you know Ren, the artist Ren?
He is a huge influence of mine, yes.
I heard that. Hobo Johnson, Ed Sheeran, MGK. Just some of those are like rappy meets melodic guys.
It feels like you're going through my high school playlist of
Yeah,
like everything
hell yeah.
I used to listen
right?
to.
So
yeah.
I listen to everything. Like, not a lot of people in country music are gonna tell you Hobo Johnson or Ren, but I do.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. I think that chorus to me is like kind of the same melody enough times that by the end I was like, I kind of almost, there's a weird thing where some of the songs earlier I was saying, I wish this would get stuck in my head more. This chorus was like almost repeated so many times and is melodically the same that I wish it kind of went somewhere else. Okay. I think the rappy thing is like really cool, and I feel like there's so much to do with that. Like, I feel like there's a really untapped world right now. Like, there's not a lot of people doing that. Like, the Logic meets Ren meets, like, especially for the internet, like, if I'm just being honest, like the marketer in me, stuff like that is super cool and catchy. So I feel like you're the kind of guy that I would challenge you to write 10, 20 songs and keep chipping away at that marble. Cause like, I thought this was cool, but I can feel that what you could do is even cooler and even stickier and even hookier. Some of the rap stuff, I would just also challenge, like, switching up the flow or switching up like stuff in the middle where, again, I just felt like by the end of the song, I got a lot of the same rap thing and a lot of the same chorus. So looking at some of these songs that you love and going like, how are they able to find moments even in the middle of a second verse where that's your favorite part or that's the most memorable, right? Because it's so easy to go, okay, and I'm in the second verse, so I have to do this. Just finding ways to learn the rules just to kind of break them. But kudos to you, man. Like, it's not easy to do that kind of style of music, and you have to have chops. So you have the chops, and I'm curious to like see what comes out.
Cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Of course, dude.
Do you have music out?
I do. That one's not out yet, but I have stuff it's just under my name. I record it and release it from my living room and kitchen for the most part.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I thought it was super cool. I agree with like, you know, if I saw something like that on social media, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to see, what's he got to say? And it's very, makes you think, you know, like a lot of the phrases that you have like really are like, oh, okay. Let me think about that for a second. We've got a good buddy named Ian McConnell, and it's kind of the same but different. Your style with his, he does some rappy stuff sometimes, and just kind of makes you think. And so that kind of came to my brain. But I thought it was really, really cool. First time seeing you, I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I'd like to hear more from this guy. So
if nothing else, it shocked me. Like I wasn't expecting you to rap. So in a world of, you know, songs that give you a million reasons to scroll on the internet or a million reasons to change the song, I didn't do that. I would have done the opposite and went, hold on, turn that up, which is a huge compliment.
You're also you enunciate a lot and you're like articulate in your rap, which a lot of people in rap like kind of don't. And so that's like your own, it's kind of your style of like, okay, let me be very articulate. It's almost like kind of felt like I was maybe listening to like some just spoken word type of stuff.
It felt like a poem for sure. And I feel like it was a poem. You know what I mean? Like it
like
was
slam poetry. Type of thing.
Which
but
was,
like a really slam poetry is freaking cool. But even like a even cooler version of that
from that like influences from that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Hell yeah. Well, dude, thanks for coming up here. It's always good to hear your
Thanks
voice.
It's
always good
guys.
to see
I
you.
appreciate y'all. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Bro. Well, what a crazy night, man. I appreciate you guys being on here. Literally, my wife is blowing me up to get home, so I don't mean to.
When your kids watch this in the future, know that your dad loves you.
Yeah.
Back to Baby Shark.
And to all the artists that played tonight, I appreciate you guys coming from far away, close by. I am going to sneak out, so this is my thank you before I typically hang out and shake hands and kiss babies. I love you guys. This is
kiss your own baby.
My name is Austin Burke, Spencer Crandall, Trevor Martin, Dean Purificato. This is Playlisted. We're out.